Is this really the life I'm living? 'Cause I don't feel like I deserve it. Every day that I wake, every breath that I take, you've given. So right here, right now, while the sun is shining down, I wanna live like there's no tomorrow, like I'm on borrowed time. It's good to be alive, yeah, yeah. Hold on.
I got the front yesterday.
All right, well, good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning. We are pushing out of the Hostel Creek Friendly Hostel. Super nice lady. Well, they call her CC. Just opens up her house to you, cooks you a good dinner, cooks you a good meal. I'm hiking with Just Mike today. He's an actual northbounder. We came in yesterday evening together out of that thunderstorm. And we're going to the same direction, same place, so we're just going to hike together over the next couple days. And as you can see, we're leaving her property. I'm not sure. It's probably up this way, Mike? So, had some rain overnight. I didn't hear it, but Mike did. I slept solid as a rock. It was the best night of sleep I've had since I've been on trail. So we have to take this Jeep trail about 6/10 uphill back to the AT. But no, it was a good day, good night. We got 10.1 today, climbing Roan Mountain, 6,200 foot elevation. We got about a 4,400 foot climb over those 10 miles. Staying in a shelter, the highest shelter on the AT tonight, Roan High Knob Shelter. So, feel much better. My pack is lighter. I feel energized. Yeah. So when I get to the top of the trail, I'll holler back at you. Alrighty, it is 9:20. We just stopped for a little snack and water break at the shelter. We've been about 2.5 miles. We got about 8.5 to go. That is Roan Mountain. Don't have such a good view of it right now, but that's what we'll be climbing. Mike's up ahead of me. It's been a good, nice hike so far. Good conversation, similar interests. It's neat how you meet people on trail and you just kind of, just connect. So anyway, Roan Mountain up there. I know you probably can't tell, but she's a biggie. Yeah, not sure what direction we're gonna take to get up there, but we're 8.5 miles from the top. There's a viewpoint coming up in about 1.5 miles. I'll take more pictures and video then. Hiking down the trail, it's Wednesday morning. Alrighty. Alright, we climbed way up here. Look at that view. Somebody's got a fine farm down there.
Oh man.
Look at that. That farmhouse right there in the center. I can't quite see it. There it is. I think that's it right there. Look at that. At the base of those mountains. Yeah.
I told him about it. I said, you really think about it.
All right, got a pipe spring. We've been hiking about 2.5 hours. Oh, look at the pipes, look at that. It's natural goodness. Right up the side of the mountain. I'll collect a real quick 2 liters right here. We've been averaging 23 minutes a mile. It's been what I would consider relatively flat for the mountains. Had some nice ups and downs. We've gained some feet, don't get me wrong, but nothing like what we're fixing to have to do, get up to Roan. I'll talk more about that here in just a little bit. So yeah, I'll fill this up and then filter it out into my bottle. And then, yeah, we'll keep pushing forward. Eat a snack. There it comes. It's amazing, these pipe springs are just out in the middle of the woods. Natural water. Cold, ice cold. Look at that. All right. A little bit more. 2 liter bladder. That's my filter on the end. I probably have enough here, Mike. You can share some of this. Alrighty, that's how we do it. Alrighty, we just stopped and got water, had a snack. We're 4.5 miles from the summit. We're walking back up to the trail. This is a little side trail, little Blue Blaze trail. 4.5 miles to the summit, and it's pretty much all uphill from here on out. So the real work begins. Let's see. Alrighty, North Carolina, we've noticed they actually have signs letting you know where the water supply is. Haven't seen those always. There's always been blue blazes on the trees, like right there, but they've added signs. Alright, so up we go. 2.5 miles to Ash Gap, 1,400 feet. That's our next road crossing, Ash Gap, 2.5 miles. See you then. All right. Let's make our way up the trail. Mike's behind me. Told him I'd take the lead for a little while. You can see all the spring flowers are coming out. It's been real pretty. We're climbing. You can hear me working. Heart rate's 120, which is good. We're still averaging, even with our brakes, 24-minute pace. So I'm happy with that. That's 2.6 miles an hour. All right, get up on top of this knob up here. Let's see what we have. It just keeps winding, going up the mountain. All right, look at that. I'm sure we gotta climb that. Sheesh. All right, look at those views. It's my office for the day. Hear the birds singing. All righty, keep going. All right, just walking through this flat area, about to get to a campsite, refill our water, and we're just about 1.5 miles or 2 miles from the top of Roan Mountain now. It's been a pretty good climb. Just now we had to do about 1,400 foot of climb to get to this point right here. But it was a good gradual climb. I mean, it wasn't overly taxing, but you knew it was there. But now we're just in this flat spot. Pretty amazing, actually. It's in this little saddle between these two mountains. The wildflowers are in full bloom. And they're called a ramp. Be careful.
Oh, he's catching a ramp.
He wants to pick one and show us what it is. We heard people talk about them.
Smell one.
Yeah.
The leaf smells just like what the little things.
Oh, it smells like garlic.
Yeah. Kind of onion garlic.
And you
combo.
eat that, you use that to season and cook with, or
Oh, and the bulb is,
there's a bulb,
yeah. But
like an onion bulb.
But the
Yeah.
leaf is edible too.
Yeah, I eat leaves and I ate the bulb. That's what we're just gonna go a little
Yeah,
ways further
way
and go
back
back
to
down and dig stuff.
And that's all these leaves that are kind of these green ones that are
Right here.
rolled over.
There, yeah. Now notice it's relatively thin.
There's
Like
a-
that one could be too thick, and it's got some structure to it. Where this is kind of thin and there's not much for, you know.
There's another plant that looks just like this,
Yeah.
but when you get the leaf
If
and
it doesn't
press it,
smell,
if it doesn't smell it, it's not a
it
rain.
ain't the real deal.
Okay.
So you put it in your mouth. Oh, howdy, howdy. We're holding up progress.
No, you're fine. Thank you. Hey.
Hi.
Okay.
Have a great day.
How are you too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool deal.
That's, technically, it's up north they call them wild leeks.
Well, I know about leeks. Okay, well,
Little bulb.
didn't know that.
This is in effect like a chive leaf, so to speak.
But yeah, New York City,
Oh yeah.
that's a big deal up there. They have, you know.
All the fancy.
Okay.
We're into that stuff.
Look at this campsite, y'all. Just in this saddle. They got spots. There's somebody hammock camping right there. Fire ring. But look at this. Just a flat spot right before you start climbing Roan Mountain. Look at all the flowers. Just pretty. Man. We're looking for the water spot. There's a water spring, pipe spring somewhere near here. We can resupply before we go uphill. Look there. Another camping spot right there. All up in here. Right here. A nice one right here. Fire ring. Somebody got some leftover wood. See the blue blazes? That's what marks water on the trail. You just follow the blue blazes down to the watering hole. It's a very, very nice area right here. The wind's blowing, it's overcast. It's been overcast all morning. The wind's blowing. They say gusts as high as 25 to 30 up on top of Roan Mountain. So we shall see. Anyway, I was thinking the water would be closer. I'd take you up to it. But do you see it, Mike? Not yet, I'll come back. All right, we're on the last push. It's 1.3 miles to the peak of Roan Mountain, which will be 6,300 feet. It's windy and chilly. The temperature has dropped for sure. That water source back there was a beast. We had to climb down a ravine. Then getting out of that sucker zapped you of energy. We had to take a break just getting up the top. Anyway, 800 foot or so of climb to the ridge. Almost there. It's 12:57 p.m. So we started a little after 8 down a half-mile dirt road. We probably got back up to the trail around 8:30. So 4.5 hours so far. 10 point something miles, 10.5 miles so far. So it's all uphill. Alrighty. Okay, this looks similar to that spruce forest I was walking in yesterday. We're probably right at 6,000 foot elevation. The forest just changed. It went to all these evergreens and spruces. Wow, look at that tree. It's growing around that rock. Look at that. Giant, massive boulder. The tree just came up through that thing. Steps, steps, and more steps. They build the steps into the side of these mountains. Look at that. Mike and I were talking earlier. It's amazing that somebody moved these rocks to make steps. We're definitely in the spruce forest again, nearing the peak of Roan Mountain. It's cool, y'all. The wind is blowing, blowing, blowing in those treetops. You can hear it up there. Look at the size of that tree. Let's see. This one right there, twisted. Look at that. Look at that tree. See. Switchbacks. Climbing. Alrighty, just wanted to show you what we're walking through. There goes Mike up there. Look at that. Show you how steep it is. It's climbing. We have climbed some elevation now. Wow, look at how much farther he is up there. It's just climbing. Steps. Look at that Christmas tree fell over like a Douglas fir. Don't that look like a Douglas fir? Look at that. Just want to show you a little bit what we're doing. Really no views. Not clouded in, just overcast. But man, heart rate 138. It's working. It's the reason you train as stair climbers in the elevated incline with your pack on for this right here. Keep your cardio in good shape. Even with all this work, being in the 130s, I'm happy with that. Hear that wind? It's blowing. Whew. All right. Almost there, probably less than a half mile now. I'll come back. I want to show you. Look how dark this forest is getting. I'm sure the camera's lens picks up the light, but y'all, it's crazy dense, thick in here. There is no sunshine, and we're still climbing. I mean, thick spruces and fir trees. Just wanted to show you how dark that section was. It looks like it's opening up a little bit right up here. A little bit of light. Yeah, it is. That was crazy. Alrighty. Making our way to the top. Just look at all the deadfall up here. It's just the weather gets wicked up here during the winter. All this deadfall. Wow. But thank you to the trail rangers who come through and clean this out. Wow. Look at this. Just so much on the ground. You can start to see the horizon. It means we're getting close to the top. Alrighty. Let's see if I got a view as I come around this corner. Probably not. Nope, just more of the forest. So just to show you how quick the trail changes, we were walking on a nice pine tree lined soft trail in an instant and went to rock climbing. Look at this. Just changed that quick. No more soft undergrowth lined trail. That's a good sign when you can see the horizon at the top of the mountain. That means we're close. We're walking flat. We're on top of the ridge. We have made it. What's the sign say? This is probably it. Carver's Gap. This is the peak. Wow. Crazy. Cloudland Hotel site. So back in the 1800s, they built a massive hotel right here on top of this mountain. It was called the Cloudland Hotel. You can look it up. And it was here. We're 6,150 foot. They held it up here for years. And I'm not sure why they tore it down, but when they tore it down, oh, you hear that wind? Rumor has it that, oh wow, here it is, Mike. Woo, man, that wind. Wow. This was it right here. Wow. When they tore the hotel down, they used the wood to build a lot of the surrounding towns down at the bottom of the mountain, is what the lady that lives up here that we stayed with last night. The old foundation is still here. Can you imagine what it took in the 1800s to build a hotel? Go look at pictures of Cloudland Hotel in the 1800s. It was up here. And people would, here's the monument. People would come up here from all over the country to stay up here because it was above the clouds. They didn't have cranes and bulldozers. Look at this. Imagine the luxurious Cloudland Hotel. It's been weathered up here, but amazing history that they built that thing up here. They had a narrow gauge railroad station from Roan Mountain, where I'm parked at, to the inn. 12 dusty miles. Then they rode a carriage for 12 miles to get up here. Wow. They dined on 3 scrumptious meals a day for $2 a day, or $10 a week. Wow. It's right on the Tennessee-North Carolina line right here. Look at those mountains back there in the back. Heck yeah. Roan Mountain. There's a foundation over there, Mike. Look at that, the old chain wall. That thing was all the way up here. This is amazing. They cleared this land by whatever technology they had, built foundations, logged the wood, I'm sure, natural source wood, and built a hotel up here. This is crazy. Well, it's cleared up here all of a sudden. I want to see this foundation wall. This was a corner right there. Look at that. That's what's left of it. Look at this. Drove pylons deep in the ground to anchor everything. Look at that. This was the chain wall. Sheesh. There's roads back there. It's wild. All right, I'm glad I got to see this. Cloudland Hotel. We just noticed all these stones on the ground have been quarried and cut. All those, they cut them somewhere to shape and brought those babies up here. And I'm sure that sucker's heavy right there. Good Lord. It's all that's left. We just left out of the Cloudland site. It was right over there. Right through there is the Cloudland Hotel site. And so now we're back on the trail. But you can see people have got camps all over. Even these rocks look quarried, Mike. They look like they've been cut. Yeah. Yeah, they're too perfectly rectangle and flat. Okay, the shelter is 3 or 4 tenths from here. So we're walking to the shelter. Downhill, imagine that. All right, made it to the top of Roan Mountain. Second highest peak on the AT. Wow. Say it again? Before 2 o'clock, yeah. Wow, pretty impressive. A couple old fellas like Mike and I beating the path at 25 minutes a mile, coming uphill. Not bad. All righty, see y'all in a little bit at the shelter. A fireplace right here. Huh. Look at that, there's a chimney. That's been there a long time. This must have been somebody's house or something. That's crazy. All right, just walking along the ridge line to the shelter. We're literally just following the ridge of the Roan Mountain. The shelter is a little higher than the hotel site. This hotel was 61 and change. The shelter is 62 and change. 6,200 feet, that is. Way up there. Alrighty. Just want to show you, this is probably one of the roads they built to get in and out of here during the construction back in the day. Alrighty, made it to the campsite area. Already got a bunch of people setting up, running hammocks. There's a shelter right down there. So I'll show you more around a little bit later, but I'm gonna pitch my tent right here in this flat open spot right here. Alrighty. We made the shelter probably a couple hours ago. Spent time getting something to eat, setting up my tent. As you can, I've transitioned to camping gear. Let me tell you, it is cold up here on this mountain. The wind's blowing. It's probably in the middle 40s. So I've got 2 base layers on, my camp t-shirt, and my puffy, and my gloves and beanie. It's chilly. This is my good buddy of mine, Keenan. Let me borrow it. I have a lightweight, ultra lightweight backpacking tent that weighs 1.8 pounds. This is his tent. This is called a Z-Pax Offset Duo. It is an amazing tent, huge inside, but it's very low to the ground, as you can see, low slung. It's made out of that new composite material called Dyneema. Really, really, you can see my hand through there, but it's like a heavy duty plastic, completely waterproof. It's not that sil nylon material like a parachute or what your traditional tents are made out of. That's called sil nylon, silicone impregnated nylon. This is actually Dyneema. Anyway, he let me borrow it. I'm looking forward to staying in it. It'll be the first time I've been on trail camp in a tent. The last several nights I've just stayed in the shelters. But as you can see, there's a shelter. There's a lot of people here. People are camped all over up here on this mountaintop. This is the busiest I've seen since we've been here, since I've been on trail. A little bit. We started at that hostel and made our way 10.2 miles to the top of this mountain, and saw some unbelievable views. I will be sure to post all those in my last updated video. Tomorrow we hike off the trail 16.1 miles back to my car, and we'll get started early. Should be back to my car somewhere between 3 or 4 in the afternoon. It's all downhill. We drop a total cumulative downhill of 6,200 feet of drop. So it's going to be a long downhill day. But yeah, shelter's pretty cool. That is the highest shelter on the AT. 6,200 feet is the elevation of the shelter. This is the highest one. And you know, it's kind of a novelty. There's a reason a lot of people camp here. It's kind of a big deal, but there's a lot of people hanging around, so I'm not gonna show you right now, but I will go inside in a little bit and show you what it looks like on the inside. All right, I'll keep this video short. I'll come back later on. It's about 4 o'clock p.m. I believe. It is, yep, 4 o'clock straight up. All right.
Hold on, is this really the life I'm living? 'Cause I don't feel like I deserve it. Every day that I wake, every breath that I take, you've given. So right here, right now, while the sun is shining down, I wanna live like there's no tomorrow, like I'm on borrowed time. It's good to be alive. Yeah, yeah. Hold on, if the life that we've been given is made beautiful in the living, and the joy that we get brings joy to the heart of the giver, then right here, right now, this is the song I'm singing out. I wanna live like there's no tomorrow, like I'm on borrowed time. It's good to be alive. I wanna live like there's no tomorrow, like I'm on borrowed time. It's good to be alive. Yeah. I won't take it for granted. I won't waste another second. All I want is to give you a life well lived, to say thank you. I wanna live like there's no tomorrow, love, like I'm on